All right. Welcome back to another wow, I'm getting echo. Okay. Welcome back to another OS development gardening. I'm just getting set up here, posting on Twitter and stuff like that. But just bear with me and we will get started in a bit. I'm just gonna post in a couple places. I'm gonna post in Discord. But yeah, we're back again with another good week of OS development gardening where we just kind of work on an operating system together. All right, posting in the Discord, everyone. Yeah, we've been working on the build system. Just texting my friend. We've been working on the build system for the entire time, basically, of this whole thing. And we're probably going to keep doing that. That's just the current project that we have lined up. I need to kind of get back into the headspace for this because it's been a few weeks for me. Actually, I was away and I was traveling, and so the last couple weeks were pre-recorded actually. So I need to kind of remember what was going on here. Yeah, let's get started and see what we can do. Right, just this is my first time ever streaming on Twitch, actually. So I'm a little bit new to it, and I'm just going to add some more text to the title. Yeah. Chill, OS, kernel, dev, gardening. What else should I say? Yeah, Twitch is pretty different from YouTube. But yep. Anyway, so thank you for the 2 viewers that have already joined. This is awesome. I'm so glad you're here. Yeah. Let's just recap and like reset a little bit because I just have kind of a big mess here. But so I'm working on an operating system. I'm not starting from scratch. It's just this open source operating system that already exists online called XV6. And it's a learning operating system. And what I just want to do is have fun working on it and improving it, doing little stuff here and there. Also, yeah, one thing I can pull up is the Miro board. Let's see, where does that come up? Okay. So I have like a kind of a board where I record my thoughts about what we're going to work on. Jose, what's up? Thanks for joining. Nice to see you. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Yo. Yeah, so here's the project. Right now we've been working on the build system. There's a bunch of stuff that is just not good about it that I've been trying to improve. Out of tree builds has been the main topic, where we can build our object files not in the source directories, but in a separate build directory. So yeah. And I think, yeah, that's what we've been doing. And I think we'll continue with that today. Nice. So let's just kind of go through what happened here. We'll kind of open up the Git client. Wait, what? Why is it what? I should be seeing a history, I feel like. What's going on? Maybe I need to open the repository. Recent Garden OS. There we go. Yeah. So, excuse me while I remember what kind of happened here, but we've been working on like the build system, as I've been saying. Build artifacts in the build root. Let me just see. So here's our OS. Let me just start from scratch. Clean. Does that work? Okay. And set up .fish. Make qimu is the command I run to run things, and hopefully this should be working. Yeah, this works. Okay. Just for fun, and also here's our console, but that's not that important. So the good news is that it builds. It builds. And that's, I guess, okay. Yeah, that command was actually a bit much. Man, I've forgotten everything. What is, so if I just want to build like, and not run it, make, let me make kernel. So if I make the kernel, it builds the kernel, right? And then I can do make xv6.img to really finish the build completely. Yeah, and actually build the system image. And if we look at what, so we've been working on the build, and so what does the build look like? Oh, also, why is there two panes? Wow, I did like a weird tmux command. Oops, right now I did a weird tmux command that like linked my my panes. So here's what we've been working on the whole time. Our build directory now has some current directory, and then the actual build artifacts here, and it's not in the source tree. Okay. Let's see. I want to look up how to build the user. I forgot how to build the user space, man. I forgot like everything. Yep. ulib. All right, just one more time. So if we do make claim, what does that do? So it builds this thing, but then it builds the FS image. And the FS image is what has the user space, I think. Yeah, it makes the bugs. So if I do make fs.image, yeah, okay. That's when, yeah, so now we can see that our work is not complete because all of these random .o files now go into the source tree, which is not what we want. So yeah, that's kind of the work we're going to try to do. But one thing that's been kind of bugging me though is that I made a huge mess of things, and I need to remember what I wanted to do, and I kind of want to rewrite the history to make this a bit more clear. Yeah. So let's just walk through the history and see what even happened. So we were at the main, which is my offline mark branch. And then make kernel and move most of the kernel files there, right? Previously, all of the files were in one directory. So we moved them out. We moved them out into this dir called kernel in order to have some kind of sanity and some kind of separation. But it took a little bit to do. It wasn't, yeah. So we did it in one commit, then we moved some more files there. And then I have my initial out of tree build. Right, so the build is like, yeah, I think I just moved the files and broke the, and like, I think I tried to not break the build as much as possible, but I kind of don't remember. So, but okay, so I moved the files. Right, I moved the files. I tried to not break the build, but it still had the object files in the source tree. But I just tried to do this, the minimal step to not break the build. And then we have a commit that's like, okay, initial out of tree build. And here's where we make the builds are, and make the kernel path, build objects. Interesting. Yeah. And these commits are all super unhelpful with the message. And then there's the init code, which is this random assembly blob. And so maybe here's where we try to, okay, yeah, so up until this point, I think we were starting to build the kernel objects inside the builder, but there's a bunch of other stuff that was still in the root dir. There's like the init code blob, which was still in the root dir, and get init code building, hack entry other into hack entry other into the builder also. Slightly cleaner global root. So now I have added some stuff and I'm doing things in terms of the C files. And yeah, and there's, so in this like very messy branch, there was some random cleanups that also happened. Like I'm not using the tags support for the editor. So I just removed that. K-objects was this little debugging helper thing. Clean up, separate asm, and C. Interesting. Wow, okay. Yeah, I just need to take some time to remember how all this stuff works. So there's a bunch of cruft and cleanups that I was trying to remove. Yeah, so if I were to rewrite this branch, and I kind of want to do that, I would first start off by removing all of the cruft earlier in the branch. And then I can do my work later on in a more clean environment. But yeah, just for fun, I'm going to switch to Sublime. Oh, I don't have Sublime merge. Man, that kind of sucks. Sometimes I switch Git clients and I find that Sublime merge can be kind of nice for just like kind of going through branches, because the layout is just very vertical and it uses the vertical space well, whereas a fork has these like horizontal panes. So there's some cruft. Then I think at this point we were, yeah, one of the main problems is that the makefile is huge and there's a lot of stuff in it, and it's a little bit hard to work with. So I wanted to remove stuff into an emulator.make file for all the stuff related to Quemu and running things in emulators. So that's what I'm doing here. Excuse me. Then there's this kind of strange thing I did where instead of taking source files like trap.c and then making trap.o, I did a weird thing where I made it like trap.c.o because I thought that was interesting or something, or I don't know. I think that was kind of a questionable thing to do, and so I probably wouldn't include that in the production version of this branch. I think I might drop that commit. But 20-second break time. I'm gonna stand up. Okay. Yep. So that was that weird fix. And then there was this other thing. Vectors.gen.s. And fix vectors bug. What was the vectors bug? So the vectors.s is this interesting file that is generated during the build time for interrupt support. And oh, the bug. Okay, the bug was that I think originally, I made a mistake. I made in the original makefile, it listed only the object files. And so it only had .o files. And I took that list of .o files and Miro, you can go away, quit. Okay, I converted that list of .o files into just like .c, because I thought that was a little bit nicer. But the mistake is that there's no vectors.c. It's vectors.s. And so I think that broke the build or something. Unfortunately, I did that in the same commit as a stupid .c.o and .s.o thing. But okay. Then I decided to be clever or something like that. And rather than naming it vectors.s, I thought it would be clever to name it vectors.gen.s to signify that it is a generated file rather than an actual source file. And that required interesting. So this rule runs. At some point we advertise that we need to make a gen.s file. So we have this gen.s file, and then what happens? So k is m sources. So we compute we ultimately compute this list of k objects. Wow. This k, so the k objects is like basically this stuff but with an O at the end. And then objects is that with the kernel dir prepended. Kernel dir is just the name of the source dir. Wow, I think I just got an ad in the chat. Hello, sorry for bothering you. I wanted to offer promotion of your channel. Are you guys seeing this? I literally just got an ad in the chat. Or it's not an ad, it's like spam. That's pretty funny. Maybe I should do it. Yeah, maybe I should do it. I'm just checking the... Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's blow up. Anyway. Okay. Man. So k objects is, yeah, is just the file names, but basically with .o at the end. And objects is that, but with the kernel dir prepended. And then build objects is that, but with the builder prepended at the start. And excuse me while I figure out what the hell is going on here. So, okay, so is objects used at any other point? Yes. Yes. Okay. So in order to build the kernel, what is kernel? Kernel is this like build path, right? Yeah, builder / kernel. Yeah. Oops. And then in order to build the kernel, we need a bunch of stuff, which we say here. We're like, okay, oops. We need the build objects. Right. We need the build objects. We need this entry other program. We need the init code, and we need the linker script. These are the dependencies of building the kernel. Okay. Why did Miro not quit? Okay, this is annoying. Let me just force quit Miro. Thanks for the follow, Jose. Neat that my like stream alerts thing is working. That's pretty cool. Okay. So then how do the build objects get created? The build objects get created, I believe, through this rule right here. This is the rule for creating them based off of some C file. So it's like we want to build the kernel, so we need these things. So how do we get those? We look at this rule and like, okay, .c.o is what we say we want. In order to make that, we like extract out the file name and then look for a blah.c. And this is actually going to have like kern/file.c. And so that we're going to generate like an actually valid file path into the source from the root of the source tree. And then we're just going to use that to compile. Annoyingly, we do a make dir every single time we compile a file, which is not lovely. I don't even really I forget what I think I got that from ChatGPT or something with the @d. It's some, it creates the builder in case it doesn't exist, but I have to confess I do not understand what that works. Maybe it's time to open up the old chat GPT and ask, what does this do in makefile? All right. Makefile deserves within the context of his breakdown. Suppress the echo. Okay. Make dir -p. Special automatic variable in the context of the makefile rule when used in a recipe expands to the directory part of the target file name. I see. Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah. Just really quick. Okay. So that's how we build our object files. Right. What is the groot thing again? That was, yeah, interesting. I needed that because the linker script is in the root of the project, right? Yeah, there it is, kernel.ld. And so that's just, there was just all this weird CDing that I needed to do. CD to builder, run the linker. Yeah, yeah. And for some reason, so we needed to give it's like an absolute path to the linker script. Yeah, there was something weird about that. Let's move on. So then what happened to cleanup? Okay, that was just a little cleanup. Build kernel in build kernel dir 2. Okay, yeah, so this is just part of the story of incrementally moving things into the kernel dir. So first, or in the build dir. So first we had nothing in the build dir. First we moved the kernel objects into there. Then we moved like the init code and maybe something else. And then now we're moving the kernel into the build dir. And the eventual goal was to move all of the kernel components into the builder, and I believe that's what we achieved last time. It's like the boot block, the entry other, the init code, and the kernel, and a bunch of these other things. We want to get them out of the root. I think we did that, so right. And then fix. Don't build kernel on every make. Ouch. Also, I have a ton of unrelated changes in this commit. I have so many unrelated changes to this. I like moved some stuff closer to where it was used because I thought that was a good idea. but there was like some bug. Yeah. Something related to this. Yeah. And these hunks are unrelated. That annoys me. I kind of want to rewrite that history a little bit, just to make that clearer before I actually rewrite the history. Build artifacts in. Okay, this is just moving more stuff. No. So previously I did this kind of strange thing where I CD'd all the way into build kernel dir and then ran the command. But for some reason I decided not to do that. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, so apparently kernel. Okay. Previously, I was building the kernel even in build/kernel/blah. But then I decided I wanted them to be in the build root instead. And what is this doing? Moving even more stuff, maybe. Boot block. Okay, so the boot block, up until this commit, the boot block was still building entirely in the root. And apparently just a ton of stuff has to change when we don't do that. Just out of curiosity, what does this whole thing look like altogether? Just to get a sense of what it looks like squashed. And so source files all move out. We add emulator.make. For some reason, we format the C++ file in this branch. When did that happen? And then the real changes are in the makefile, and a bunch of stuff changes. All right. So now the question is what to do next. Yeah. All right, let's get off to a very slow and easy start. Okay, this is that one commit that was really, there was one commit that was really bugging me, which is this one. No, not this one. This one? That one commit that had all these random things. Yeah, okay, it was this commit. So what we want to do is just for like a nice easy starter thing to do, let's clean up this commit a little bit. Don't rebuild kernel on every make. Something to do with the build dir rule, which was never satisfied due to being a phony rule, maybe. No file associated. Interesting. I think I kind of get it now. Yeah. So there's no file called builder that's ever created. And so for that reason, these targets, these build rules would always run every time. So then we changed it to directly express the dependency on the builder directory, which eventually is created. Okay. Yeah. All right, nice and easy. Let's start off with this groot thing. We got to get that out of here. We got to get, that's, I wonder, okay. I wonder if I can like search. If I click here, can I search for groot? Does that work? Nice. I can do N. Right. So, thank you for the follow, Gurichi. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, even though this has been kind of a boring stream. I promise it'll get more exciting, but I completely forgot how my code works because I was away for a few weeks. All right, step one, we got a 20-second break. But this is something I'm actually super excited about because LazyGit is a really cool tool, and I'm very impressed with it. And I think, I think if you know about LazyGit, that just sets you up for being a way better developer using Git. Because there's literally features that LazyGit has that I've never seen anything else before use. So we're going to make a custom patch, and the custom patch is going to have two things in it. This is our custom patch. This is the part we want to extract out of this commit. And LazyGit makes this super easy. You just go to the hunks that you want, and then what is it? Control P, patch options. Move patch into new commit. Sounds like what we want to do. This commit is going to be move groot variable closer to use. Let's see, did that work? Check that out. Check that out. We used to have this like random other stuff happening in the middle of our commits, and now we don't. Now they got isolated out. Oh shit is right. Yeah. So that's cool. Let's just keep it. Let's just do that one more time. How do I want to like learn how to, I kind of know how to use it, but like I kind of don't. All right. So I want to, right. Okay, cool. So it's like the hunk init code. All right, real quick, init code. Can you do this when hunks can't be split otherwise? When hunks can't be split otherwise, what does that mean? I mean, I think you can be as granular as you want with it, because it's on a line by line basis. So if you want to break a hunk apart, I think you can. Okay. Typically, I would do this by resetting the changes and committing -p. I see. Right. Yeah. Personally, I never used -p. I mean, yeah. I get what you mean. I think the reason, yeah, simply, yeah, it's just a layering on top of it. The way I would do this without lazy git is I would, all right, let's just, well, I don't quite want to go change this, but if it was, I would rebase in the history and like kind of break, I think like right before the commit I want to operate on. And then I would do a soft reset to bring it back into the staged tree. And then I would use like fork or something. Like almost always I use fork, which has this like drag and like mouse click and drag thing where you can just like stage and unstage lines by clicking your mouse and dragging and stuff. And that is arbitrary granularity. And it's way easier than git add dash p or git commit dash p or whatever it is, in my opinion. So I jump to the GUI for that. Yeah. Anyway, how do okay. So going back to this, yeah, init code. What? I'm a little bit confused actually by what, does this big line mean this is like what has been custom patched? I think so. Really all this is doing is there's this one variable and I wanted to move it a little bit lower. A bunch of other stuff happened near that, but that's unrelated to this cleanup. So yeah, I believe this is just all I need. Custom patch, move into new commit. Init code into cleanup into separate. What am I doing? Cleanup, move init code closer to use. Right. Okay. So now this commit is just a little bit more sane. I think this hunk is also unrelated. This is, all this .d stuff is, I don't even know. Like it's like some quite fairly low level detail regarding dependency, like dependency management in the build system. And I think it's totally unrelated. Yeah, I'm just gonna separate that out too. New commit. Fix. What is it? Oh man, I am using an old version of LazyGit. It does not allow me to switch to the editor. Fix.d thing. Do I not type git? I thought I'm using SDKs, LazyGit, but I thought it was I thought it had that feature in it. Oops. All right. Nice. Fix that. Okay. So now this commit is starting to look a little bit more just understandable. Because that's my main problem. I'm having trouble understanding what is going on here. The main thing was really this, I don't know, like this all thing is also unrelated. So just for the sake of understanding, let's, all right, so the hunk, yeah, so I think Jose, this is a bit what you're talking about. You can navigate hunk by hunk, but it's too granular, so we need to go a bit more granular. Line by line, new commits, comment out. So yeah. Yep. because right, this commit was supposed to fix a bug with the build where it was where the build was running even if nothing needed to be done. And what's going on here? Is this even related? It's kernel change here. This is also unrelated. This is something with the entry other. I don't know. Patch into new commit. Okay. So that is just a little bit of sanity that I very much need at the moment. Clean that up. Right. So I kind of want to get going on rewriting the branch though, because it's a huge mess. There's a bunch of random stuff in here. And one thing I just want to check though is oops, you blame CPP. What's up with this CPP file? I meant git log test CPP. CPP. Oh, was that? I just missed that. Oh yeah, right. So that actually did have its own thing. So yeah, that should clearly not be in this branch. So let's let's start cleaning this up. I'm just thinking about the best way I want to do this. I kind of want to have a second checkout that I use for this. It would be kind of nice to have one checkout that just has like this state, and then a second checkout where I can kind of do my my work and rewrite things, but be able to flip back and forth easily. So because I don't love like switching branches. Switching branches is pretty lame. So let's just have two checkouts. And how do I want to do that? I think I'm going to do the dumbest thing, which is always a good policy. And I'm just going to make another one. I already have a second checkout, but how do I get this branch over to it? Okay. Do I actually need this branch in that checkout? Maybe. I probably want to be cherry picking stuff. Yeah, I think I'm overthinking it. I think I'm like totally overthinking it. I think I should just push this to GitHub and then go to Garden OS 2 and git fetch. All right. What? And right, adders. I don't think that worked. Git pull. So annoying. Git pull origin adders. Git force pull. Do I have that? Git reset hard origin adders. Does this look right? Yeah, this looks right. Okay. Does the second checkout work? Yes. Okay. Now we're kind of in business. Now I'm going to go back to the offline mark branch, and start actually making an actual good branch. Yeah. And eventually the idea is to converge on a similar end result, but just in a better ordering, I suppose, in a cleaner history. And I think that's worth it, because currently I kind of like forgot how this all works, and the process of like going through it and actually making a good history will help me just kind of get back into the groove with the project. But it's also just worth it to provide a good history, because that's generally a good practice. So how is this possible? What the hell? Okay, I was going to reset our offline mark. I don't know. What happened? This is also... All right, real quick. So this works. Add ders works. Offline mark. Now we're back in the past. Make clean. This should work. Make this make, yeah. For some reason my shell got messed up. Okay, that works. I don't know why it diverged. I'm just going to force push, I guess. Okay. Okay. Right, so that update? Yeah, okay. So now we have gotten things into a sane state. We're gonna do add ders 2. No, we're not even ready for that. Add ders has a bunch of craziness going on. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I like fork a bit better for this. Do I have the fork? Yes. Okay, now we got both Garden OS and Garden OS 2. So first up, fix style for test CPP. Let's do that. Just for a quick check. Oh, what? Why? What happened? It looks like all the formatting got changed. Okay, why was it drawing all these lines on the left? Okay, so this formatting is wrong. This formatting is... Okay, I'm back in the offline mark branch, so that's why. Just wanted to do... Wait a sec. I'm gonna add ders. My Clang format is not working anymore. That's so annoying. Reload required? Yeah, very annoying. I thought format document. Not available. Configure. Okay. Save. Okay. Working again. Good. So let's begin. So now we're going to just cherry pick That one commit. I could maybe even do that directly from lazy git, but I kind of don't know how to do it. So I could go look for cleanup, and then what? It's like V or something, or copy cherry pick. So I can do copy, and then I can go back here or something, and I can paste. How cool is that? And that's it. Nice. So, baby steps. We've just transferred one commit off of the messy branch onto the main branch now, actually. That's fine. I'm not really doing strict like merges quite like merge branches and stuff quite at this point. Yep. Good. Now I'm just thinking, do I even want to just delete that commit from my messy dev branch just cause? Yeah, let's do it. There's no reason this should be here. Drop the commit with the D. Boom. All right. Let's just start with the low-hanging fruit. Always a good call. What other low-hanging fruit is there? None of this is easy. Okay, this is easy. Let's do this. Remove the tags target. Yeah, let's do that. I am tempted to cherry pick it, but I don't think that is going to work. Oh, also that's funny. I cannot use the commits. When I dropped, man, that's kind of annoying. When I dropped that commit, it like all the commits changed in this branch, so I need to make sure to be using this one. It's kind of annoying. Whatever. All right, this one. Yeah, no, merge conflict. Yuck. I don't think I want. Hello? Oh, I need to open Garden OS 2. Yes, trust the authors. Peacock. How do I change the color of this? Just to differentiate. I kind of want to get the Peacock extension. Yeah. Thanks. Install. Peacock. Change to random color. I use this all the time. All right. Makefile. Yeah, look at this mess. I do not want to deal with that. We're just going to manually port over the change. So I just need to remove the tags target. That's all we're doing. Let me slow down for 1 second though, because it it might there's going to be a lot of conflicts. This is like this massive branch with a ton of stuff in it. And if I start kind of like mucking with it, I I'm not sure I'll be able to get this into an amazing state later without a lot of conflicts. So I think a better strategy is just to like squash pretty much the whole branch into one commit and then extract out the parts that and then just kind of like add the commit, separate into commits after doing that. Yeah, I kind of feel like that's the way to go. There will still be conflicts though. For example, I want to remove a bunch of stuff from the file and then move it earlier in the history. Like I want to remove like the tags line and all this emulator stuff. And I want to move that early into the history, earlier before the actual makefile changes, which is going to conflict. But that's going to be a much easier conflict situation to resolve than working with this kind of like insane messy branch. Yeah. Yeah, give me 1 second. Okay, so in that case, let's reassess a little bit. So I might try a different approach then. So in that case, I'm not actually sure I should have done this. I am going to drop that commit. What I will do is I'll go and make adders 2. And I'm going to squash everything into one commit. That's the easiest way to do that. Maybe lazy git. I'm trying to get better at lazy git, so maybe I'll try to just stay entirely within here. So I do the E command, and that starts an interactive rebase. And then I might use the squash actually. So it kind of sucks that I have to do this, but I don't really want to lose all of the commit messages. I mean, this doesn't make any sense to think about because I'm not going to lose them. I have them all over the place in other Git repos and whatever, and the original branch. But for whatever reason, it makes me nervous to like get rid of them, and so I will just pick them all into the first commit. Ooh, let's see. Continue. All right. Oops. Whoa. Wait. I just hit like a random key on my keyboard, and it did something super weird. All right. Quick history check. I like to go to the fork for this sometimes too. So. Did I accidentally start a bisect? I like hit my keyboard in a weird way and I started a bisect. Okay. This is about what I wanted. So, yeah. That whole branch got squashed into this one commit with everything in it. 20-second break. The whole branch got squashed into this one commit, which is what I wanted. And now it's just time to do exactly that thing I was doing before and start to splice stuff out of, oh, what the hell? All I wanted to do was, and like splice stuff out of it. For example, this. What can I do? Start building a patch. Can I add everything? All right. Move into new commit. Ideally, I would reuse the commit message, which I deleted. Where was that thing? There it was. Oh, annoying. Okay. Word. Okay. Okay. And that goes down in the order. Okay, now that is a good step. Ultimately, that commit does not actually belong in this branch, but we can worry about that later. We can extract that out and whatever later. The most important thing is just taking that messy history and extracting it out into more of like the sane ordering of things. So yeah. Let's move on to the next low-hanging fruit, which was that tags thing, which just got deleted. Yep. And so that is going to have there's going to be some part of this, right? Yeah, that's the hunk where we delete the tags. So, and then here's where we will start to get tags, target. Yeah, here, well, okay, wait a sec. I was gonna say here's where we start to get into maybe some sketchy waters. Yeah. Now the conflicts arrive. But hopefully they're not too bad. And hopefully I am competent enough to deal with them. So I should have paid more attention. Did this conflict happen? It happened. Yeah, it happened. We didn't even get to reordering things yet. It just happened when we tried to extract it. Anyway, I'm just going to follow the process for resolving merge conflicts, which is to pick from the middle, like for example, the middle and the bottom one. What's the difference? The difference is that we removed this section. And so I believe to resolve this, we accept the current change and then just delete these 3 lines. Just feels kind of dumb because that's like Yeah. All merge conflicts resolved. Continue. Why is there another conflict? This feels a bit ridiculous. This feels like I'm doing something wrong. I'm just taking one hunk out of that commit and it conflicted twice now, which is kind of strange. I don't know. Okay, what's the difference? The difference is that this thing becomes this thing. So let's apply that change up here. And why don't we just check if this builds? Clean. I'm so scared to run this command. I think it should build. It did build, but it's so scary. Continue. Okay, I think that worked. I don't know why it took 2 conflict resolutions to do that simple extraction, but I think it seems to go all right. Okay. So next up, back to the diff. So this diff is gradually, slowly, very, very slowly becoming smaller. So here's the plan. It's like, this diff is kind of a mess. There's random stuff that doesn't even belong in this branch, in this commit, and we're trying to get that out. Eventually, we will be left with only the changes that are actually relevant to this branch we're trying to do. And then we can kind of like, work on that and bring it into a state that makes sense. Which may involve some of the stuff we squashed. I'll need to see. For starters, let's just keep it super simple. Okay. Okay. Let's tackle some more low-hanging fruit. Emulator.make. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, what's going on? Back here, back at it. Emulator.make. I want to add this to the custom patch. Next, I want to go into the makefile. Go all the way to the bottom. And very selectively, oh shit. Okay. All right, thanks Jose. Thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna try to watch yours in a little bit. I won't be able to join the start, but depending on how long you go, I will join after. Thanks for tuning in. All right. All right. So yeah, the relevant part is removing the stuff from the main makefile, adding emulator.make. Yeah, and then adding this little thing that includes emulator.make. Let's try. Move into new commit. Okay. Did that just work? Wow. Okay, that's cool. Oh, no. Wait, maybe not. Hmm. 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 Okay. So now this gets a little bit sketchy. Because I actually did change some stuff. I added this thing. I deleted this comment. I changed something about this line. This image thing that So yeah, here's what we need to do then. So currently the build is broken, and ideally there's no difference. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. So there needs to be 2 commits. There needs to be 2 commits. The first commit is just simple movement. And then there were some actual changes I needed to make to this code, or did make for some reason. That's later. That actually belongs in the big messy blob commit for now. So I think in order to actually execute this, the first thing I want to try is just moving this down. Just getting the order closer to what we want. And I think the difference, man, this is annoying. Do I have to like, there's head, and then there's the change. Right, okay, so again, here's the conflict situation. When I split out that emulator.makeMovement. It added it after the big messy commit. Now I'm trying to move that commit earlier. And the way it's doing that is it's rebasing all the way back to the start. And then like it basically checked out to this cleanup commit with the remove the unused tags thing. And now it's trying to apply the commit that was originally at the end, that was previously at the end, which is like this movement thing. And in the makefile, all that happens there, well, it's two things that happen there. Okay, I see. I think I'm not ready to actually do this. I think I need to abort. So I'm not quite ready. There's a few things I need to do. Like I need to split this hunk out because I don't want that to be moved forward in the history. All I want to be moved in the history is this thing. Wait a sec. No, I'm being stupid. I think ignore everything I just said. I think that would, I do want that include.make, emulator.make. Yes, no, never mind. Sorry. Totally ignore that. How do I get rid of the custom patch? I don't want the custom patch. Okay. Let's try this one more time. So all we're doing, taking that commit, putting here, and the conflict. So here's the original state of things. Just going to copy this into this empty file and then copy this into this empty file. I think the last two lines are the I want to like diff these two files. Okay, poor man's diff. Copy them into two panes and then flip back and forth. Poor man's diff. This is just totally wrong. That does like. Yeah, the answer to this diff resolution is just to delete all the stuff. This is kind of a weird state to be in. But yeah, I don't know how this state was produced. But the difference between the middle and the last is that all this stuff was deleted. So I believe that's what we just need to do here. Just delete this. Then we just delete all of this. I believe that's correct. Maybe I'll just keep that around. 20 seconds. Okay. Continue. Conflict. View conflicts. Right. Okay. Believe. So the new stuff, that was, all right. The easier way to resolve it is just like, what's the difference between this and this? It all got deleted. So everything up to the last line here. So, oh, everything up to here got deleted. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if this is where I go back to my other checkout. Yeah, there was no new line here. So I'm just going to correct that. So to recreate that exact state, yeah, we remove the new line. Nice. Why is the file not saved though? Okay, good. Quick test. Do we still build? Make clean, make kernel, make Kimu. We do. Great news. Okay. So this is going okay. We are continually refining this small, this big commit. But why? Okay, wait. Right, this was the plan. This was exactly the plan. First, take the big thing, extract out the hunks, move the hunks down, and then now we're going to extract out the change, which actually belongs with the first commit, and squash that back in. I don't actually... We're going to kind of undo the change. So what's the deal with emulator.make? Like, yeah, this thing is used in a bunch of places. This is kind of weird. Kimu. It's not referenced anywhere. Kimu. Or, no, this is, yeah. If we go back to the original state, where is the Kimu variable? Here. Oh. And I removed that in the big Oh, okay. Wow. So actually that should have come first. Maybe I can salvage this. So actually, there was all this complexity around finding Kimu, and I don't care about that. And actually, so if we look at the big messy commit, there's going to be some hunk here where I actually Yeah, I mean, there's this big thing where I remove Kimu. So actually, yeah, that thing where this thing is deleted and replaced with a simple assignment is actually its own commit that goes even earlier in the history before the emulator.make is moved out. I wonder if I can salvage this. I wonder if I can salvage this. Right. I kind of want to quickly go back to the original history. Remove cruft. That's what it was. All this cruft. Yeah. Okay, actually, this is the easier. This is actually the better thing to have started with. I should have started with this. It's the tool prefix. That's one thing. Then the Kimu stuff. That's the second cruft. All right, let's try to recreate this. Yeah. So, yeah, and hello to anybody watching me right now. I'm in the middle of doing a bunch of Git stuff. I'm rewriting my Git history and cleaning up the Git history for a bunch of build system work that I did a couple weeks ago. And it is fairly involved. I'm like extracting out commits and rewrite and rebasing a lot and stuff like that. So kind of deep in the weeds and some Git stuff right now. Yeah. But I think yeah, let's so in the original commit started from there. So let's do this. Yep. Tool prefix. I'm removing, but there should be this thing. Yes. Why is it? Oh no, whoops, shit. Tool. Here, okay. I need this though. Oops, right? Oh shit. I thought I added it to the custom patch. Why is my mouse scroll broken all of a sudden? What the hell? Oh, maybe I just got rid of my custom patch. Dang. Back here. Yeah, I think I just got rid of it. Okay. Remove those lines. And then okay, I'm not getting a great feeling about this actually. And I might need to, it might be easier to like start over, which like sucks a lot. I'm going to stop this custom patch stuff. And also, okay. Adders too. So I'm going to make a backup dot redo. So what was my mistake? Tags is correct. This is all correct. I just tried to extract the emulator stuff too early, and it's making a mess. So what I want to do, I wonder if this will work. I want to do this. I just want to squash that whole thing back into that thing. That's easy, right? Okay. Now I'm going to try to extract things out the right way. Dang. Tool prefix. Right. This hunk is separate. And this hunk is also separate, but for some reason, I can't scroll down. But, maybe I should not, maybe lazy git is not working right, and I should go back to my manual way of doing this kind of thing. Let me just give that a try. I'm not quite sure what's going on. My typical way of doing this thing is soft resetting the commit. Then I usually go into fork. And what I want is, I actually want to unstage everything, and I only want to stage a few things like this. So I want to stage and this. I think. But yeah, no, that's all messed up. That doesn't work. Because ideally this thing should be directly in replacement of this, which we can do. So now we need to go into the text editor and really I don't know why these lines are appearing. I don't know what those lines mean. That kind of concerns me. Tool prefix. So yeah. So even though, if we look at this diff, even though the tool prefix is only used here, it's not a good form to remove it over here and then add it below. We want to, like, the perfect history would have this, it's adding 2 lines. The perfect history but it's so strange. Makefile. Why is this not in the diff? Stage? Why is this not in the diff? This is very annoying. But okay. Remove a bunch of stuff. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's good enough. Let me undo. Let's change. All right, undo. Holy crap. Okay, I'm super confused. What is going on here? Okay. Ah, this is like Git stuff. I see. I kind of want to start over again. Can I? I kind of want to force reset. How? Man, I should have. Wow, what is going on? I completely have screwed. I'm going to force reset back to get adders to. I should have made a backup. I think I kind of know what went wrong, but I'm just going to git reset hard. Adders to. All right. Now we're back in a nice safe state. I'm going to make a backup just in case. Now we're on the redo. And let's actually do this. So move that down, fix up, continue. Next, soft reset. I guess not even soft reset. I want like a full reset. Does this correspond to staged? I don't know what's going on here. Fully reset the editor. Okay. Fully clean state. All right. And fork. Unstage everything. Next, go to the makefile. And remove things and stage the things that I want. What is that? Why did all of the colors change? This is roughly what I want. I was trying to move this up higher, and that like broke a lot of stuff. But I can live with that. We're now, I'm now in a good state where I would be ready to make a commit. Remove tool prefix cruft. Remove tool prefix cruft. Six elf. For now. Okay. And then what I want to do is reuse the commit message from this commit. Fork. Get back to the fork. I want all of this. I want this. I want this. And we'll get reuse. Git commit reuse message. What is it? Yeah, reuse message. Good. 20-second break. Okay. Okay, cool. This is good. We're making progress. So now we have this commit. Even though the commit is not ideal, now we've kind of gotten back into a safer place to rework it. And the rework is very simple. I'm just going to interactive rebase, edit, continue. And now I can just nicely move this up here. And then I want to amend this. First, let's see if it builds. It totally should. Yep. Now I'm going to amend and continue the rebase. Conflict? Why is there a conflict? Small conflict. But why is that the... This is like weirdly at the top of the file. So stuff moved around big time, which is why this is now at the top of the file. I don't know. Maybe that's why things were so weird. Oh, shit. No, what happened? Get it. Sometimes just VS Code acts in ways I don't understand. Okay, how do we resolve this conflict? Easy. We just need to get all these variables here. I'm going to do this for now. And there's like a blank line at the start of this file, which is, I don't understand. Okay. Okay, but whatever. I think, yeah, I did. What do you? Continue. Mark them resolved. Ah. Sure. Let's go. Come on. I did it. What the hell? Lazy git. There we go. Okay. Refresh. Okay. This is good. So now we have like a pixel perfect diff of this exact change. Nice. I have to go in a couple minutes. This has been a very interesting stream. But I need to go in a couple minutes. I think we have time for one more thing. And that is the complementary change. Rather than the second part of that remove cruft commit is removing all of this weird Quemu stuff. Quemu. What is interesting? All commits. Remove cruft. What is interesting? No, I don't get it. So we removed this stuff and replaced it with a variable. we also moved this and replaced it with a different variable. But in this version of the history, that variable then got moved into a different file. So the work we need to do is cut this out, move this line into the file. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. Yeah, I think LazyGit was kind of like failing me there. I get so nervous. I just want to do backups at every single possible point. Back to just to really, because it's such a precarious rebase situation. Soft reset, I honestly, I don't know, mixed reset might be more of what we want. Yeah, mixed reset puts it back into the working tree, which is what we want. Okay, next hunk. Let's get this out. And let's copy. Okay, this is like a little bit janky. Let's copy this to the right location, which is going to be underneath the tool prefix thing. This is, are there two? Literally everything above tool prefix got removed, which is why it's now at the top. Right? I'm actually kind of confused. Ugh. Wait, is that true? Are there... No. Okay, they're at the top. It's weirdly at the top. Okay. And I think I do this. Just for the sake of movement. I need to go in a couple minutes. I need to go, so I need to finish this up quickly. Okay. But why did I not save the file? Save, right? Okay, okay. Okay, good. Maybe we don't even need this line. For that pixel. Socrates 1372. Oh, what's up? Unfortunately, I need to get going in a couple minutes, but thanks for joining. I will be posting this whole stream on YouTube later. I've been doing crazy Git stuff today. Yeah, I've been doing Lizard, what's up? Okay, cool. Yeah, I've been doing crazy Git stuff today. And yeah, just rewriting Git history, and that's been the main focus of today. And I think just wrapping up. So we had this thing, which I removed, and the final piece that we also need to do is remove something from emulator.make. We need to remove these two lines. And oh, okay, easy. Wait a sec. No, we don't. Was that stupid? I think that was stupid. So this is the first commit, which we'll make. Shit, did not mean to do that. Okay. Wait, what the? Shit, okay, yeah. This is, okay, so I'm just gonna quickly say remove kemu croft. Right, good. And then I need to catch up with this project. I'll have a better idea. I do not even know what's going on with this project. Yeah, today's stream was very confusing, unfortunately, because I was kind of getting back into the groove with it, and this branch was pretty messy. But okay, we're very close. So what we just did was now we added another commit. That's just this little cleanup, and now we are ready to bring this back. And the final thing we need to do to bring this back is delete. I was going to say delete the key. Oh yeah, it's right here. Is delete this line. And now it's perfect. Now, because this thing adds it back, this thing deletes it. Stage, quick test. Do we still build? Make kernel. Please, 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 please. Yes, we still build. Make kemu. Please, 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 please. We still run. Good. And now we are ready, yes, to reuse. Good. So now our Git history is looking way better. It's looking way more cleaned up and logical. You can just see that, like, Tmux setup. Yep, I'm a big Tmux user. I've been using Tmux for a long time. So, as you can see, instead of this just like hugely messy development branch with like a ton of different changes that don't make sense and like are all different, we are starting to add some order here and make this cleaned up and reviewable in case there was a reviewer. There's no reviewer in this case, but this is just trying to be a bit professional with it. And so we have some really isolated logical commits, and we've broken them out of this big messy commit. And eventually we will keep doing that. We will keep doing that and move through this messy commit. Yep. All right, cool. That's it for today. Thank you for joining. If you're here, I will post this on YouTube later. And I will catch you next week at the same time. Peace.